I have to say, like, as the years went on, after my parents were divorced, I wouldn't talk to him for long periods of time. And I remember I was like 18. I hadn't talked to him in like 6 months. I wasn't calling him because basically out of spite, you know. And I needed a car. And my mother was like, you got to call him. And I called him and I said, you know, I need a car. And he was like, oh, I have an extra car for you. We don't come from a family of fleets, you know. And I was like, oh, God. I'm like, all right, well, what's the story with it? And he said, oh, it's in a lot in South Boston. Go over there. Tell him you're Cutsy Cunningham's daughter. And, I was like, I really wasn't doing that anymore, but I wanted the car. So I went, I had two of my friends drive me. This is like way before GPS. And we just had it written down on a piece of paper and we're driving around. It's like nothing. You can't see anything. There's no stores. There's no people. It's just like industrial lots of, no car lots. And then we see one little lot in the future, in the distance that has like a hut with a light on. And I'm like, oh God, what is this? So we pull up and my friends are like, we'll wait here. And I get out. I hear the car doors like lock behind me, and I started going. I'm like, it's all garbage. It's like, you know, old tires, TVs, all this crap. I'm like, you know, is all this stuff my father's stuff? You know, like Cutsy Cunningham's junkyard. And I wouldn't really be surprised because as kids, if we were driving down the road and he saw a trash bag on the other side of the road, he would pull a Yui to go and see what was in that bag. And if it wasn't decomposing, it went in the trunk. Me and my sister would be like, what are you going to do with that, Dad? He's like, sell it at a yard sale. And, you know, in his defense, we do come from a long line of unsuccessful yard sales. Every year someone wants to give it one more shot, you know? And I just feel like yard sales are just like a public admission of being like, I don't know what trash is. Let me pull all this stuff from the front lawn. Let the general public decide. That's like, oh no, that's not garbage. That has a price tag on it. Yeah. 3 hours from now, when I pull it 4 feet that way, then it'll be trash. Right now, it's my inventory. But if you don't go to yard sales, you know, they have lingo in the yard sale world. One of the terms is called an early bird. Thank you. And basically it'll say on the thing, yard sale 10 to noon, no early birds. And they don't want people showing up cherry picking the good stuff at 9 a.m. You know, but my mother is an early bird, and she doesn't care what they say on the flyer. So we'll go to the yard sale, and she'll send me up, you know, to try to see what's going on. I'm like peeking in the windows. It looks like a bunch of junk, Ma. And then I get back to the car only to find out we're at the wrong address, and pull off in a puff of smoke. Anyway, so here I am. I'm in this like junkyard trying to retrieve a present from my father, and I go up to the booth and I tell him I'm Cutsy Cunningham's daughter, and he's like, "Oh, it's the only car in the lot. Straight to the back, you'll see it." So I'm walking back there. I don't see anything. Nothing that looks like a car. It's just all junk. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on around here. And then I see like what might be like a roof of a car, but like low to the, like not car level. I'm like, is that? I'm getting closer and I see it's just like bird shit, dirt, everything. It is. It's the roof of a car. The car is on like 4 cinder blocks. I'm like, my father gave me a car with no wheels. I love and adore myself. This too shall pass. But I was like embarrassed, you know, and I went back to my friends and I was like, oh, I think it needs a tune-up. I'll pick it up next week. And I went home and I called my father and I was like, the car has no wheels. And he was like, well, I guess you better put some wheels on it then. I'm like, oh, the bad connections just keep getting worse.